Good morning, owners. Grab your cups because it's Women Empowerment Wednesday on the Own Your Now show. Let's go, Cup.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let the horse play. Hey. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I heard all the things that I can't do. And then you strength.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It's time for the Own Your Now show. It's Women Empowerment Wednesday, and I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
I'm your co-host, Yolanda Langford, and you know what they call me, Lady Yo.
And I am your co-host, Justice Key, with Peace in the Streets.
And I'm your co-host, Shameen Clark Hubbard, better known as Mimi.
And you know what? We are The Cup. It's Women Empowerment Wednesday, y'all. It's also October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness. It's Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And Lady O, you know what? We're going to keep taking care of ourselves, but we got to ask you, what's in your cup? What's you sipping on?
Well, you know, I'm just sipping on some black coffee today. You taught me how it makes us strong, so today it's just black coffee.
Black coffee, no sugar?
Sugar, I did do a little sugar, so I had to change it up a little bit. So black coffee with a little sugar. How about yourself?
Well, you know, I'm black sugar. Look, black sugar.
Yes, you are, baby.
I'm black coffee, no sugar, no cream. Y'all know how it is. You know what? Today's show is being sponsored by the Conley Financial Group, where they offer holistic insurance solutions for your business and personal challenges. That's right. Let me ask you, Justice Key, what you sipping on?
I'm sipping on some good old liquid sunshine. Y'all know I love my lemonade. Makes me feel good. It tastes good.
That's it. Mimi, what about you?
Look, I'm sipping off a coffee, but you know what we forgot? Speaking of Conley Financial Groups, October is also Women's Business Owner. What's the Women's Business
Women
Owners
Owners.
Month? Or
All
something
right.
like that, whatever it is.
Yes.
Snap it up to that. We can snap it up to
Women
that.
Owners
Women Small
Business
Business Owners
Yes.
Month.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Shout out to Kathy.
Yes, that's what it's all about. All of the women owners, women business owners out there, we talking about you. That's right. You know, I'm looking forward to today because it is Women Empowerment Wednesday, and we do have the trauma psychiatrist
Yes.
on, Dr. Alauna. You know, she's out in Houston, Texas, but she's from the STL.
Yes, she's ours.
Yes,
She's
she
ours.
is. You know, and we will be discussing empathy evolution. She's going to give you all skills over pills, and we need to discuss the impact of domestic violence in our community, and we need to empower our sisters. That's what this is all about.
Well, I need to get out my paper and pen and take some notes because we've all suffered some kind of trauma.
Yes,
and it doesn't
we
have to
have.
be something so blaring, but we all have suffered some kind of trauma. And like she said, skills over pills.
That's
Yes,
right, y'all.
yes,
So you know
absolutely.
what? We're going to keep calm. We're going to evolve. You all, when we return, get ready for the Own Your Now affirmation word and motivational song of the day. It's sponsored by who?
Fraser
Fraser
Automotive.
The Conley Financial Group and Branch Benefits Consultants offering the holistic approach to all of your professional and personal insurance and retirement needs. We're changing the world one policy at a time. Life is all about the journey. Life's curves, hitting the road fast or slow. Celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. Everything in life is about moving forward. Whatever direction you choose to go far, go in style. New or used, go with Fraser Automotive.
I'm Dr. Alauna, trauma psychiatrist. Keep watching the Own Your Now TV show on the TV network.
And now it's time for our Own Your Now cup of affirmation word of the day. Today's word is exhale. Exhale, everyone. You know, I thought of this one because literally I thought about waiting to exhale with Whitney Houston. She said, sometimes we laugh, sometimes you'll cry. Life never tells us the wins or whys. When you've got friends to wish you well, you'll find your point when you will exhale.
I love
We
that.
all need a space, a sacred space to go to just exhale. So everybody grab your journals and define that space. Say it with me, Cup. Exhale.
Exhale. Yes.
We do this by being our best selves. And you know we have to do it every single day. And that's what it's all about. Shabine, what are we trying to do?
Be our best self.
That's
That's
right,
right.
y'all. So let's take an Own Your Now motivational meditation moment with our girl, Best Self by Lady Bree. Everybody take some deep breaths in and release. Again, deep breath in and release. And we're going to start with our left arm. Just take it up. Reach for the sky if you can. If you can't,
Stretch it
it's
out.
okay. Stretch it out.
Stretch it out, ladies.
You got this. We're going to bring it down slowly. And then let's bring up that right arm. Stretch it out, lady, y'all.
Absolutely.
And then we're going to bring it down. And you know, we always say we're going to center ourselves, right, Justice? We center ourselves. Bring it down close to your heart. And we all say, reach out to your strong friends, y'all. Reach out. Yes, see if you can touch. Grab a hand. Yes, we got you. I got you.
I got you.
We got you. That's right. And then bring it in. Hug yourself. You owe it to yourself. You got this. You got this. We got this.
We got this.
Take a collective deep breath in. And then deep breath out. Release. Ooh. How that feel, y'all?
That felt good.
We needed that. We
Yes.
needed that. You know what else we need?
What?
We need our vibrant vibes.
Well, you know, our Vibrant Vibe is being sponsored by McKinney Group Wealth Management. And we have someone who is making a debut. His name is Will Packer. He's an African-American man who is the producer of the 94th Academy Awards. Snap it up.
Congratulations.
And also we have a birthday shout out to NFL Jerry Rice. He was an awesome football player. Now, ladies, you know,
49ers.
it's for all 49ers. Let me give that shout out. That happens to be Nathaniel's favorite team, his favorite team. And let me tell you what else it is. It is National Take Your Parents to Lunch Day.
All right. All right.
I to Aisha.
Yes.
Like I
everybody
said, I hope my kids are watching. Take your parents to lunch.
Yes. If they forget, we'll go to lunch together.
Absolutely,
That's okay.
absolutely. And when we come back, we have Dr. Alauna. We're going to learn what it means to say trauma hurts, but empathy heals.
as promised, we have America's only trauma psychiatrist, Dr. Alauna. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today, ma'am?
I'm doing great today.
Or should I say doctor?
Dr. Alauna.
As we get this day started, we want to ask you, what's in your cup?
My cup has water in it, and I'm representing my HBCU, Xavier University of Louisiana. Shouts out to Xavier.
All right.
We love our HBCUs. So you know what? We are so excited about you coming in. Of course, you're one of the STL owned. You're from St. Louis, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
STL, born and raised.
All right.
Born and raised. But she's coming in from Houston, y'all. So let's jump right in. We talk about trauma hurts, empathy heals. It's also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Please share with us how the rates of all violence has increased and while this is related to psychological trauma.
Absolutely. We are seeing the rates of all mental illness and traumatic experiences skyrocketing, which also coincides with people saying that they're feeling depressed, anxious, worried. Some people are feeling suicidal, people are grieving. And the reality is that we need to take some time to stop and process what's actually happening to us. We are in a society that really is not very good at paying attention to our emotions.
You're so right. You're so right.
You know, in layman's terms, tell me what you think we should understand about mental illness. We hear it all the time, the term, but in layman's terms, what does mental illness mean?
Well, I think that we need to redefine how we think of mental illness, because the truth is that every human being has a brain and has biology that is creating powerful emotions and invisible urges and surges inside of us that affect the way that we think. They affect the way that we express ourselves. They affect the choices that we make. And that's coming from our brain anatomy. But we haven't been taught about how amazing this technology that this body is. So we're creating experiences and reactions that we don't even fully take responsibility for, because we haven't been taught they're coming from inside of us. It's not other people that are making you feel.
That's right. You know, that amygdala is real when it comes to how we take on those empathy skills. You know, tell us, I'm looking at your book, Wake Up. Why is learning empathy skills for traumatized humans essential to creating that mental health plan?
Because it causes all of us to have to wake up and take responsibility for our own brain, body, and behavior. And what I mean by that is that we are all provably experiencing psychological trauma.
Yes. Right.
The pandemic is traumatic.
Yes, it is.
People have financial situations that are traumatic and stressful. Poverty is traumatic. Our political environment is traumatic. I can turn on the news every day and get traumatized by 3 or 4 or 5, 6 articles.
Right.
Healthcare workers are facing death and families who are upset. We're battling in our society over basic facts and reality, so much so that we can't even identify people who clearly have dementia or people who clearly are having mental health crisis and need help instead of our judgment. So I personally believe that this is really about, we need to wake up to our own brain, body, and behavior.
Yeah, absolutely. And a way you do that, you have an acronym, PAUSE, P-A-U-S-E. Talk to us about that.
Well, I give acronyms to help people to remember how to activate themselves and how to use their prefrontal cortex. What most people don't realize is that we are often driven by this amygdala. There's a tiny part in our brain that is responsible for creating the emotions that we feel inside of us in our bodies. But that part of the brain is really on autopilot. It's very powerful, and you may not realize it's there, but we are always feeling some sort of emotion. So the pause skill is to help us be able to slow down enough that our primitive brain is not making our decisions, and to have time to activate this prefrontal cortex right behind your forehead. Tap it, tap that prefrontal cortex, this part of your brain. is your best decision maker. So when you're using pause, what you're doing is you're choosing to P, proceed mindfully, right? Like pump your brakes.
Yes, that's right. That's
Be
right.
quiet. Because what's about to come out is a more primitive version, and you've got better in there, right? The A is awareness of what's happening inside of you. What emotions are you feeling? Are you feeling angry, irritable? We'll go deeper because anger is an umbrella emotion. Are you feeling embarrassed, abandoned, jealous, sad, fearful? What is under those feelings that you're feeling? The U is understanding your own biology and how much your biology is about to dictate your behavior. Okay, because when those surges, sometimes I have to hold on to the table to be able to wrestle out words, not what I want to say, but what's going to help the situation. The U is the U was understanding yourself. The S is select a skill.
Select a skill.
I give my students skills, specifically empathy skills practice that helps them to remember how to activate that prefrontal cortex. And then E, express yourself effectively, find better thoughts, better words. It will result in better actions, and it will give you better outcomes than what you typically are going to assume. The traumatized version is this: I already know what's going to happen. The same crap that happens any other time. And my challenge to all of us is you've got better inside of you.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I love that.
She said, you have better inside of you.
You know, I often think of, I'm a therapist and I work with our teens as well. And we always tell the parents that they're impulsive. Their amygdala is not fully developed. But now when I'm looking at the trauma that we all have experienced, we all need to work through these resources. Trauma Recovery Academy. Talk to us about it. How do we get access?
Yes, ma'am.
I think we all need to be a part of the class. Honestly, we do.
Come on in the room. Come on
in the room.
All right. Hey. Okay.
Come on in the room.
You can't let us get started singing.
Now, look, Dr. Alauna is a doctor, but Dr. Alauna is not your doctor. Why? Because Dr. Alauna is retired. Okay.
That's right.
Hey. All right.
Hey.
The good news is that you do not have to be a trauma psychiatrist to understand your brain and how it works. There are only 7 parts of your brain that you really need to get to know in order to understand the predictable patterns of psychological trauma and how they affect the way that you show up every day. Because we from the show me state, right? So
that's right.
Every day. We're showing up. And that animal, you have to wrestle that animal. So the Trauma Recovery Academy is where I've put my best educational material. You can sign up for that at traumarecoveryacademy.com. And in that video coursework, I try to give a entertaining and educational view of what's happening inside of your brain and body as you're processing information, and help people understand that their beliefs are operative. So they have access to Master Your Trauma, which is a 30-minute educational film series, as well as empathy skills practice for traumatized humans, my deep dive coursework on psychological trauma. And then last but not least, the only way right now that people can get direct coaching from me is by being a member of the Trauma Recovery Academy for $97 a month. And they can come to our monthly 90-minute virtual skills coaching group.
That is amazing.
Yes. In real time.
I mean, that's amazing, especially in the times we're living in now. There's so much going on.
Yes.
And people can access you just by getting into your academy. I love that.
Absolutely.
Now, as the kids say, you've given us a word today.
Yes.
You've given us a word.
Hey, I like that she says, I think it's heal over pills. Because a lot of times when you think about psychiatrists, you think it's all medication. But she's giving us some tools to heal.
Yes.
That's real. That's real talk.
Skills over pills.
Skills over pills.
Skills over pills.
And that's not to say that pills are bad, because I want to make sure that people understand that I believe in some of the medications, not all, but I do believe that there are important uses for the technology that we've developed in terms of supportive medications. But you can't take a pill every time you're mad.
No,
you can't take a pill every time you're anxious.
Say that.
Yes.
That part.
Exactly.
That part.
If you take pills every time you need to sleep, you're going to end up being addicted to things.
Correct.
So we have to create healthier mental skills that we can use on the spot to help wrestle ourselves into better, a more evolved state is what I
Well,
say.
I love that, and thank you so much. But before you go, we have to know your affirmation word. What is that word that gets Dr. Alauna going?
My affirmation word is gratitude. I believe that gratitude is one of the most important skills that we have. And gratitude is so healing because even if you look at your traumas with the lens of gratitude, you can see where they can serve you better, where they can teach you something, where you can help someone else by being honest about what happened to you. So I believe gratitude is the secret sauce to transforming your traumas into triumph.
Yes, that's
Secret
everything.
sauce.
That's
She said
the
secret sauce.
You know, I know we want to thank you, Dr. Alauna, for getting our heads right. You know, I tapped into you many years ago when the flood happened in Houston. You were talking about the trauma of your community, and ever since then, I was there. Motivational Mondays, on Thursdays. You have so many tools that we all can use, but I'm going to, even as a therapist, I'm going to get my membership for the Trauma Academy.
Yes.
We all need this. So we have so much more to learn. If you all are interested in more of her work, visit www.dralauna.com. And when we return, get ready to snap it up with the Own Your Now flow and Peace in the Streets with Justice Key.
We believe that beauty on the outside is a direct reflection of what you feel on the inside, so we provide a therapeutic session aesthetically and mentally through conversation, makeup, hair, and clothing stylist services, followed by an amazing photography session that will leave you with the confidence and self-esteem that has been there all along. Book your session with us today at renaissancetjs.com.
Are you happy? I mean, truly happy. How long did you think about it? How many scenarios played in your head before you answered no or yes? Because I noticed that everybody is trying to make it to this destination instead of using your light and your gift as inspiration. Because to be happy and free, you really don't need anyone's justification. I know that you've been through it lately. I know it's been trial and error with some complications, but you should believe in your worth and never downplay it. I think happiness are in the moments where we create it. And wherever you create it is yours to have. May the circumstances be good or bad. You deserve to live, love, and laugh, and be loud about it too. You should get a chance to live being authentically you. And if people judge you for living and conquering your truth, baby, it's just a magic trick that many wish they could do. So free your mind with me and catch a vibe with me. I'm your girl, Justice Key, with Peace in the Streets.
Yes, Justice, you did it
Again. Girl, tell us, what was the name of that piece?
This piece is called Happiness. I think it's true that, I think it's, important that we tap into our happiness and we create those moments for ourselves.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes. I constantly think of all the things that we go through as women, and I say go through, but also grow through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What line spoke to you, Shamin?
the happiness, the truly happiness part, and the creating the spaces like I feel we do on Your Now show is creating happiness.
Yes,
I
yes.
like that.
What about
Mine
you?
was magic trick, because sometimes we have to pull out the tricks and the magic to make it through and to get to the next spot we want to be in. So mine was magic trick.
You also said something about live, love, and laugh.
Yes.
Yeah, and do it bold, do it loud, be authentically yourself, and just create happiness in your space. I know we go through a lot. I know things get heavy for us, but it's okay to create those moments for yourself.
Yes, we better. We better.
Yeah, absolutely.
So speaking of creating this space, the Own Your Now show is being sponsored by the Conley Financial Group. And special shout out to Dr. Alauna.
Yes.
But you know what? I got to ask you. I asked you all. Your word of the day. What is yours?
My affirmation word is friendship.
Friendship.
Friendship. You spoke of Excel, and it just made me think of their friendship and our friendship.
Yes.
I love it. I don't take it for granted. Not one
At all.
moment.
I don't take it for
No
granted.
opportunity wasted.
No opportunity wasted.
Absolutely.
Mimi, what about yours?
My word is peace. When you said exhale, the first thing I thought about was peace.
Yes. And justice.
My word is happiness. Happiness. A lot of people be like, I just want to be happy. And I really think it's, like I said, I think it's in the moments where you create it the most. So happiness is my word.
Well, you know, that's what it's all about. To all of our owners, we want to thank you all for watching, but we want to let you all know that when you think about the Own Your Now flow, you have to realize sometimes you got to take some time for yourself to just exhale. Get that gratitude journal out and fill it up, but also create that list of friends and realize that true friendship is where we find peace. And when we find peace, we realize that everything is going to be okay. That's what it is. Happiness is within. So keep sharing the info. And until next time, keep your cups full. Keep sipping peace, love, and positivity. And you know what? We're going to go out and create some what?
Vibrant vibes.
And remember, tomorrow isn't promised, so own your now.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look,